middle of the night?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh my goodness.
Spends all days with chickens and then she wants your pecker.
Last night, saying he's disappointed in the pina colada milk he ordered. 50 years old. So, this is...
Is that what you put in your wife's mouth when you run out of cum?
This guy's laughing.
You can fuck, dude. Let's go. Napoleon Dynamite fuck you later.
Yeah.
Getting like one argument, and she's like, "Dude, fuck it, I'm downloading Hinge again." And I'm like, "Baby, no, wait." And
She needs to go on Unhinged.
yeah.
Yep.
It's Theo Blonde. I know we're not supposed to have trans women in sports, but can we get them in comedy? Like, is that... I'm totally kidding. This is good. This is good for women. This is not bad for women.
I know everyone loves to go after Schultz for the fake laughing, including myself, but I think it's about time we started directing that criticism towards Tony a little bit more. Have you ever seen this many pity laughs in a single podcast episode? He's trying desperately to sell her to the audience, but towards the end of the show, he just gives up.
She needs to go on Unhinged.
Yeah.
Whitney not only managed to embarrass herself, but she brought down the entire show along with her, which Tony pretty much admits to at the end of the episode.
It's a fun episode. I like it. There's a lot of good lessons, a lot of wild examples, a lot of bombs, a lot of fun.
It's kind of emotional.
It is. It's more like one of those, like, you know.
Does that sound like a guy incredibly excited about the product he just put out there? The vibe that Whitney brought with her was so bad that it gave rise to what Tony called one of the most uncomfortable moments in the show's history.
It's crazy.
Women have these things you might not know about, Drew. Once a month, they have these things that happen, and we, the betters or the viewers, don't know when those are going to happen. I'm a big fan of UFC. I have a couple friends that are female fighters, champions at times in their careers. And I'm not saying that perhaps they have been in a fight where it's been that time of the month, but it happens, and they lose during that time. Their chemicals are off. Let me ask you this, Whitney. Here's an interesting question that I guess is kind of relatable.
Okay.
Have you ever had a scheduled like special taping and that happens?
Had my period in a special?
Yeah.
No.
Do you schedule it around that? Do you do like the opposite type of thing where you're like, okay, if I'm having it here, maybe I should schedule it for here?
I mean, when we have our period, like, our memories still work.
Right.
Like, we can...
Kind of. Not the women I've been
like,
with.
We can still...
I guess what I'm saying is that in sports, you don't have a choice. It's scheduled out. In champions, this is like a fact, can be wobbly. A lot of people say Ronda Rousey, when she took the head kick from Holly Holm, perhaps, was going through woman issues. Do you know what a period is, Drew?
Should we ask that virgin? I feel like he knows more about this.
Well, that's going to go down in history as one of the most awkward moments in Kill Tony history. Remember the time that Tony tried to explain that it's not a good idea to bet on women's sports because they might have a period? And then he checked in with Whitney to see a female comedian schedule their specials around it, and the place got quiet and weird, and everybody turned on Tony. And
thanks for the gay best friend talk, Tony. I'm sure that's what everyone tuned in to hear. Her never-ending bombing was actually infectious.
And you can't masturbate after watching Bloody Women.
You can't masturbate after watching Bloody Women. I masturbate to Bloody Women. That's what I search for when I'm looking up porn. Okay, that was a joke that somehow got nothing.
And I haven't even brought up the most annoying part of the episode. There were 8 ad reads, and I'm not counting the ones YouTube puts on there automatically.
This podcast is sponsored by HelloFresh. We all know home-cooked meals are so much better for you. With Mint Mobile, you'll never have to worry about gotchas ever again. Squarespace makes it easy to create a website, engage with your audience, and sell anything from products to content to time all in one place, all on your terms. Here's a little bit more from the sponsors that made it all possible.
The Sunset Strip Comedy Club in Austin, Texas is now open.
And I know what you're thinking. Why are you complaining about ads? You can just skip them. Well, Tony's come up with a great new method of just weaving the advertisements right into the middle of a conversation.
I recommend doing writing, and if you're going to bet on sports, do it using the DraftKings Sportsbook. Download the app and use code KILLTONY, and
if you bet $5, you instantly get $150 in bonus bets, Drew.
it's true.
Oh, great! I'll use that tomorrow.
Thank you, Drew. But I'm going to say it. It is the Dead Rabbit here on 6th
Yeah,
Street.
give it up
Just
for the Dead
opened
Rabbit
up
pub.
3 weeks ago. The best food, the best fucking drinks, a true super Irish bar. Came from New York City. The only other one is here. Down the block. They built it here because they heard that Rogan's Comedy Club was coming here. I mean, it is a multi-million-dollar infrastructure, which really, like just like this, shouldn't be on Dirty Six, but it's fucking awesome that it is.
It's like forced product placement in a movie at this point. How are we allowing them to get away with this? You don't need to plug a new local restaurant or comedy club every 2 seconds. While the majority of chat was just shitting all over Whitney, I did see a couple of people actually praising her for this performance. And if you read some of their comments, it really puts you in the mindset of someone who can sit there and watch this and actually think it's good. She killed it, plain and simple. Nearly flawless. Nearly everything she said was funny. And she comforted Tony when he foolishly tread into the female issues territory. I mean, really? Nearly flawless? I know the remaining fans of the show love to criticize people like you and me as mindless haters who would just shit on everything they do because they don't like the people involved. But have you ever seen a single hate comment as cultishly one-sided as this one? It's like listening to a North Korean talk about Kim Jong-un. It's not even close to reality. Even the people hating on Tony can admit he does have some good jokes every now and then. But these people actually view their favorite comedians as being flawless. So how are we supposed to reason with these people? Do you think they're really going to listen to an argument for why their favorite show sucks when they think it's a perfect product that doesn't need to be altered at all? I mean, how delusional are these people? It's probably just sunken cost fallacy, and them not wanting to admit they've invested all of these hours in something that is not good anymore. I mean, who wouldn't love watching a show with fake laughter, 8 ad breaks, comedians constantly bombing over and over again, a desperate struggle to pull anything funny out of these people? But yeah, that's gonna be it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Please like, please subscribe. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.
Maze, I'm just describing it so that you understand, D-Madness, what's in front of you.
You have more hair on your arms than Michelle Obama.
Yeah. Yeah.